All right, tomorrow marks a deadline when the Democrats say they will get the IRS to turn over 6 years' worth of President Trump's tax returns. The president's saying he's going to fight this all the way to the Supreme Court. Let's bring in Georgia Congressman Jody Hice. Congress can't force the IRS to release private tax returns before he held office. It's for a sitting president. That's what that's what they were talking about in Congress. That has to be for legislative reasons. Congressman, what's your take on this?
You're exactly right. This is, excuse me, outside the jurisdiction of Congress. We are not the judicial branch or a law enforcement branch. We're legislative. This is the Democrats weaponizing their attempts to go after the president in whatever they can, whatever way they can. The Mueller report was an absolute flop for them, and so now they're going after anything they possibly can try to find that they think will harm the president, and this is not going to go anywhere.
You know, New York State Democrats are now pushing new legislation to get Trump's state tax returns. But, sir, that could possibly fail, too, because state returns have federal tax return information on it protected by federal privacy laws, right, Congressman?
That's exactly right. Again, this is not going to go anywhere, and there will be lawsuits. As you mentioned, the president will fight this all the way. But again, there is no law saying that these tax returns are to be turned over. It's just not going to happen. Again, what you have is the Democrats in a desperate search of any kind of haystack that they can find in hopes of locating a needle somewhere. And they are so bent on harming and destroying this president that they will go to no lengths. If it's not the tax reforms today, it'll be something else next week. They are bound and determined to try to do whatever they can to harm him.
You know, I've been covering on camera, and I've testified twice before Congress about IRS reform. I started covering this last year about the attempt to get his tax returns and looking into Supreme Court decisions saying they have to have a legislative reason to look at them. I still don't see the legislative reason to look at Trump's tax returns, in other words, lawmaking. Here's some breaking news. Attorney General William Barr is possibly going to look into the origins of the counterintelligence investigation into the Trump campaign. That's breaking news. Your reaction to that, sir?
Hey, that we need to look. We have Hillary Clinton hiring a law firm who hires Glenn Simpson, who hires Christopher Steele through the ORS. This thing goes through the FBI with a false dossier. There is corruption and possible criminal activity all through this. We need to get to the bottom of it. Now is the time to do so, and I hope that we can follow that trail.
You know, Congressman, here's the thing. If you swapped out the word Trump and put President Obama in here, how would that play across?
Oh, well, you know how it would play across. This is a one-sided issue. It's all about President Trump. If anything even remotely similar to this had taken place with Obama, they would be crying. There'd be heads rolling, so to speak, all over the place. This is all about one thing: get rid of the president. And they will do whatever they possibly can to that end, and they're not going to succeed. You know, and the whole tax thing, that was something in itself that was litigated, if you will, in the court of public opinion while he was running for office, and he didn't release those tax forms then, and the American people didn't care. And they still don't care. This is all about the Democrats.
Sorry for the sneeze there, Congressman. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming in. Really appreciate your insights. Come back soon. And thank you so much for having us in your homes. Thank you for watching. Lou Dobbs is next right here on the Fox